Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Dynamic Ship Simulator 3 video. In this video, I will be touring all 4 versions of the EEE class Suezmax, as well as going over some information about it. I'll start off with the information, and then I will carry on with the tours. Now, as I'm sure most of you probably know, the EEE cannot be obtained in any normal way. The EEE is given to people who have hit new milestones within the game and/or have contributed largely to the community. As of the time I'm making this video, 6 people currently have the EEE. Opapile and Sayanari were the first 2 people to receive the EEE when it was first added. They received it for being the 2 first people to obtain 1 billion credits. Something I want to clarify is that you are not given the EEE just for reaching 1 billion credits. They were given it because they were the first 2 people to ever do it. The 3rd person to receive the EEE was Saniac, who brought many new players to the game with his videos on DSS3. The next person to be given it was Titanium95, who was a very active community member and contributed largely to the DSS3 public lists. The 5th person to receive the EEE was Nicky Lolly, more commonly known by his YouTube channel Dynamite Dudes. He received the ship because of his dedication to the game, as well as creating many well-made YouTube videos that have amassed well over 700,000 views. And the 6th person to receive the EEE is me, as of August 28th, 2023. The EEE is the largest ship in the game, and due to its size, it had to have its loading and unloading hitboxes expanded to allow for the EEE to load and unload without it being a huge hassle, although the process is still pretty time-consuming. Due to the ship's size, it can only be spawned at Foden, Santa Cruz, and Puerto Ushuaia. It cannot be spawned anywhere on Bornholm, Habeland, and of course Rudin. The EEE will always make the most money out of any ship in the game. When a new best grinding ship is added, the income of the EEE gets increased. Currently, the EEE makes 35,000 credits per nautical mile by of course transporting containers. The EEE also has an impressive speed of 23.7 knots when upgraded to level 3. The EEE also has infinite fuel. The EEE class Suezmax has 4 variants. The base variant is the Maersk variant and is the only variant that has the twin funnels. The 2nd variant is the OOCL variant, the 3rd variant is the Daniella Variant, and the 4th variant is the Shipping Universe variant. I am now going to take a look at each of the skins going in the order previously mentioned. The bridge on the EEE is the same no matter what skin you use, so I'm only going to go over it once. Going inside of the bridge, you'll immediately see that it's kind of split into 2 different sections. There's a back section and there's a front section. The back section has a bunch of nice wooden tables as well as 2 chairs. The front section, you can see 2 chairs as well as the helm. The left chair is where you can actually control the vessel from. If you look behind you, you can also see that there are these nice blue curtains. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and showcase the horn and siren. The horn on this ship sounds insane and is honestly one of my favorite horns on any ship in the game. So yeah, it's a pretty long horn and overall just sounds super cool. This is what the siren sounds like. So kind of just the basic bell ringing siren. You'll also notice that on the port and starboard side, there are these 2 very long bridge wings that stick out pretty far. These bridge wings are pretty empty, however at the end of both of them you can find a compass stand. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the bridge, and it is very nice. It is pretty detailed and I do really like it. If you go back outside of the bridge, you can also see that you are able to climb 1 more set of stairs to get on top of the bridge. On top you can see a few different instruments including radar, and the 2 poles on the very edge of both of the bridge wings are the navigation lights. You are also able to walk on these walkways to get to the front of the bridge, however it is pretty tricky. However, if you can manage to get to the front, you can see that there is a nice little open area for you to stand on. Now the bridge is very high up, so you actually have to go down a ton of stairs to get down to the bottom. These higher sets of stairs are actually pretty nice because they kind of take you into these enclosed little rooms. Once you go down a bit though, you kind of get to this first little landing area. Something I always enjoy is just looking over the edge because you've already gone down so many stairs and you look over the edge just to see that you're still so high up. Once you go down all of those stairs, you can again get to this little landing area. From here, you only have to go down 1 more set of stairs and you are now on the main deck. When you get down here, you kind of get into this nice little enclosed area, which is quite nice. Another thing I do quite enjoy about the ship is that on either side of the ship, you can see that there are these nice long walkways that go all the way throughout the ship. Something pretty nice about these walkways is that when the lights are on, they will actually be lit up. The bow of the ship is probably my favorite part of the ship besides the bridge. The bow looks very nice. Something really cool about the EEE are the anchors. You're able to see that on both sides of the ship, there are these massive anchor chains that lead down to the actual anchors. Something quite awesome is that these anchors are actually fully modeled, however you really aren't able to see them from the outside of the ship. Now, all of the variants of the Triple E don't really make many physical changes, it's mostly just color changes. However, as I previously mentioned, the Maersk Line variant is the only variant to have 2 funnels. All of the other variants just have 1. The Maersk variant has a nice light blue hull and a red deck color. On the side of the ship, you can also see that there are the words Maersk Line. And at the very front of the bow, you can see the nice Maersk logo. If you head towards the stern, you can find another smaller superstructure that the funnels sit on. Just to get to the top of this superstructure, you have to go up 4 flights of stairs. And on the floor below the top one, you can see that there is this nice little walkway that goes to the other side. If you go up the last flight of stairs, you can see that you are able to be right next to one of the ginormous funnels. The only thing actually up here are the funnels, and otherwise it's just pretty bare. Now, there really isn't anything at the stern of the Triple E, however, something that is kind of cool is that each variant of the Triple E has their own home port. And on the Maersk Line variant, the home port is London. Now, that is pretty much everything for the Maersk Line variant, so I'm now going to move on to the OOCL variant. So as you can see, that light blue hull color has now been changed to a light gray color, and the deck has been changed to a green color. You can also see that nice OOCL logo on the side of the hull. The anchors are black, the superstructures are white, and you can now see that single yellow funnel with the OOCL logo on both sides. This Triple E's home port is Hong Kong. Next up is the Daniella variant. Most notably, you can see that black hull with the MSC logo, and the deck has now been changed to a white color. But you can also see that the anchors are now brown, the superstructures are white, and again at the back you can see that single yellow funnel with the MSC logo on both sides. You can also see that that funnel sort of gets thicker the further down you go. At the bow, you can also see a nice MSC logo. And at the stern, you can see that Portsmouth is this ship's home port. And the last variant of the Triple E class Suezmax is the Shipping Universe variant. The hull is dark blue, and you can read Costco Shipping on the side. The deck is red, the superstructures are white, and the anchors are blue. And at the stern, you can see that single dark blue funnel. This ship's home port is Hong Kong, but you can also see that this ship has an IMO number. This is the only variant that actually has this. With the Shipping Universe variant out of the way, that concludes all of the tours. I quickly would just like to say thank you. I am so happy that I got the ship, and without all of you, this video literally would not have existed. All of you are the reason I have this ship, so thank you very much. Before I end the video, I'm going to put my real reaction to getting the Triple E, so you can stick around for that if you would like. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye! So, it has come to my attention that I have been given the Triple E class Suezmax. Apparently I received it it's like 6 hours ago, around that, and I'm only just now getting on. Technically, I don't actually know if I have this thing yet, because I haven't been able to check, but it sounds like I do, and I am so excited. Oh, it says new, right there. I think it's at the very end. If I just hit T, and then R, there it is, the Triple E class Suezmax. Triple E class Suezmax, 1A. I have no clue about like the hitboxes, because I know there's like different hitboxes and stuff. Oh, right away, load containers. That's nice. That's so nice. I'm gonna test out the horn real quick. I've heard it very few times before. A very long and nice horn. Just wow. And the acceleration on this thing, very slow. And the turning, the acceleration, like, this is so awkward. See, I don't know what the best place to spawn is. I mean, it's taken like 1.5 centuries just to turn this thing. Bro, I'm gonna have to park in like reverse. This is insane. Yeah, like I assume I'll learn, you know, how to really use this thing correctly and properly. This is a pain. I won't lie. Alright, I think I finally got it positioned in a good way where I can kind of just full send it out of port now. This is a really nice model too. Like, it's really nice. The bridge is amazing. The bridge is really nice. It reminds me a lot of the LNG's bridge. You know, I am one of these 6 people who own this ship. Like, that's just crazy to think about. It really is. And the sun rises on the horizon. And this is something that's cool, this long walkway. And I think once the lights are on, doesn't this walkway actually light up or something? Like, I think it does. Man, and there's even that like little area down there. I don't know if you can really get down there, but that'd be cool if you could. Okay, and we're back on the bridge. I like this area. It's like little enclosed, you know? This is nice. So apparently, I earn like 500,000 credits from this or something crazy like that. You know, I haven't done any math or really checked anything out. Like, I don't actually really know, but apparently it's 500,000. All right, so now we're back to the struggle again of actually selling containers and going into port. But actually, I don't need to go into port because I can just go to the, like, where the Ro-Ro terminal is now. Okay, let's see. It should pop up soon, I think. 459,000. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's nice, man. That's nice.